Afternoon and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Today I am here to show you the Mazda CX-5. This vehicle is the exclusive line. If you're not aware of the sort of lineup for the CX-5, there are 5 specifications for the vehicle currently. Exclusive line sits bang in the middle, but it does tend to be our most popular spec because even though it's a mid-range vehicle, you do get so much technology and gadgets on it, so it's a very popular model. Exterior colour is deep crystal blue, and hopefully you can see on a day like today this nice little sparkle that comes through on it. Really nice. You've got 19-inch diamond cut alloys. This vehicle is petrol automatic. We supplied this vehicle when it was new. In terms of a bit of background on the vehicle, obviously you might be wondering why we have a 24 plate vehicle. Basically the previous owner, both him and his wife, their son-in-law works for Mazda, so they get access to a family of Mazda discount scheme where basically they can change their vehicle every year and not lose out on too much money. So that's what they both do. We had his wife's car in a few months ago, and now we've got his one. In terms of sort of some of the specs, you've got privacy glass at the rear, shark fin antenna up there. We've got rear parking sensors and reversing camera. You get power tailgate, which you can open from the pressure pad and then close it nice and easily there. We've got a 40-20-40 split on the rear seats. You can fold down the rear seats from the back with these levers here, which is good. In terms of boot space, really good sized boot. No lip as well, so it's nice and easy to get things up and out of the vehicle. And we've also got some extra space there. That sort of indentation there is where the BOSE sound system is, so the subwoofer. You can get a spare wheel fitted in there if you wanted to do so, but if not, you've got extra hidden storage underneath there. Show you some of the interior. So we've got black leather upholstery. In terms of the rear of this vehicle, I know for a fact that I don't think anyone has sat in the back here, so the leather is all in excellent condition. We've got cup holders and USB charging points just in there. You've got leather finish which continues on the door card as well. And then just at the front of the vehicle, we've got front parking sensors just down there. So we've got keyless entry, so you can have the key in your pocket and lock and unlock the car from here. We've got BOSE sound system. Just turn the volume up now. We've got electric windows all around, electric adjustment for your wing mirrors, and an auto fold feature there. You've got blind spot monitoring on your wing mirrors. You've got the electric seat adjustment here. You've got 2 memory settings for that as well. And if we step into the vehicle, so you should be able to catch that in the distance. That is your active driving display. So that just shows speed you're going at, traffic sign recognition, your blind spot monitoring. It can have your sat nav turn-by-turn instructions on there as well. Really good feature. If you haven't driven with it before, highly recommend you give it a go, and yeah, I'm sure you will love it. Mileage, really nice low mileage, just over 4,000 miles. We got auto wipers on the right stalk, auto lights on the left stalk. You might have caught a glimpse, we've got the flappy paddles just behind the steering wheel, so you can drive manually if you wanted to do so. Right hand side of the steering wheel, so where you've got your speed limiter, and you've got radar cruise control, so the vehicle will automatically slow down and speed up for you depending on the distance to you and the vehicle in front. Left hand side is like voice commands, Bluetooth controls, volume controls, all those good bits through there. We've got a nice big leather armrest in the centre, and if we open that up, we've got charging points and also extra storage under here. Cup holders, we've also got cup holders and sort of door storage in both front doors, glove box, electric parking brake with the auto hold feature, and then these controls here are for controlling your infotainment system. So it's not touchscreen at all, it doesn't need to be. This system here is so easy to do, whether you're stationary or driving, it's just easier, and then you don't end up with fingerprints all over here and you're not having to lean across to reach the screen. So you've got your shortcut buttons here, volume through here as well, and then you would just spin this dial and push on the top to select. Sport mode, you can turn that on nice and easily through there. And then for the selector, nice and easy, park, reverse, neutral drive, hit it across the M if you wanted to shift manually through here. And if I pop it into reverse, it's just beeping because I've got the door open. There we So you can see on the left here, we've got the rear sensors. So for the front parking sensors, this image takes up the whole screen. You have the audible beeping, and then these boxes highlight as you get closer. Rear camera, as you can see, really nice clear image. I always like it when you can see the rear bumper, because some you don't, and obviously it means you can be very precise with it. We've got wireless phone charging down here, a bit more storage and a 12 volt just there. Start stop button to start and stop the vehicle. And then we've got climate control. So you could have one side hotter than the other if you wanted to do so, or just sync it up with the driver. Then just got the air, your AC, circulation of your air. That'll put on your front windscreen, heated wing mirrors and rear windscreen, which is good for the winter or when it's condensated. Heated seats, so both front seats are heated, and as you can see, it's a 3-stage heating system, and heated steering wheel as well. Now moving on to the infotainment system. So this is your home screen. Sorry, there's a bit of glare of it, but this is your home screen. As you can see on the right hand side, we have got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Information is just if you wanted to look at how the vehicle's performing in a bit more detail. Entertainment is just for all your audio purposes, FM, AM, DAB, Bluetooth, USB, all those bits through there. We've then got communication, so not only can you connect your phone via the Bluetooth for your audio, obviously you can do it to make and receive phone calls all hands-free, which is nice and easy through the steering wheel controls just here. Navigation, so as I mentioned earlier on, the vehicle has got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can use Google Maps and Waze, but if you don't have access to those, or if you're not wanting to use those, then obviously you are still covered through the Mazda system, which is good because a lot of manufacturers are starting to take away navigation completely, so it's only an option for your phone, so it's nice to have the option for both through here. Settings, in vehicle displays, that's where you'll find that active driving display on your windscreen. So as you can see here, you can change the height, the brightness, or the information there that it does display. You can turn it off if you wanted to do so, but I highly recommend leaving it on. Sound settings, again, as I've touched on, we've got the BOSE sound system, so I highly recommend going in here, just customizing it and getting it set up perfect for you. Safety settings, so the vehicle's got a lot of safety features, and in here you can just change the sort of warning you get, so whether it's a vibration or audible, and you can make the safety features less or more reactive. And then we've just got some standard vehicle settings, Bluetooth, CarPlay settings, and some overall system settings. So not over complex in there, all the important stuff you need, and it's nice and easy just to quickly customize those, and then you're good to go. Last little bit in here, sunroof. So you can just tilt it if you wanted to do so, to just have a bit of air, or you can open it up all the way if you wanted it like that, and to close it. So the buttons for these are just up here. The visor part is manual, but obviously it's nice and easy. So that is everything inside the vehicle. Let me get outside and we'll just finish up outside the vehicle. So there we have it. There is our Mazda CX-5 2-litre exclusive line petrol automatic. The vehicle will come with its balance of manufacturer's warranty. So it's just coming up to, I think it's around a year old. So it will be serviced before we release it, and it will have around 2 years left on its warranty, breakdown cover and courtesy car. We offer finance on this vehicle, both PCP and HP. We take all vehicles in part exchange, so even if it's not a Mazda, even if it's not something we'd retail here ourselves, we'll still give you a very competitive price for that vehicle. And we can also deliver. So if you're not local to us, still get in touch and we can discuss that with you further. But if you have any other questions about this vehicle, if you'd like to make an appointment to come and view and test drive it, please do give us a call and we'll be happy to help. Thank you very much.